That's clown shoes.
Clown shoes. Yes, it's the only place that mixes sex with comedy. Ralph Marshall and Victor Young get us started here in the light heavyweight quarterfinals.
And you know what's ironic? I'm a joke in bed. I'm impotent.
Well, that's unfortunate as Ralph Marshall starts out by just throwing a couple punches.
He didn't throw anything. He hit him.
And going into the clinch here, Victor Young, a strong wrestler. Marshall might want to keep this fight standing. This is very similar to his Christian Sundance fight where he kept it standing. And again, nice sprawl and throwing a couple punches from the small position.
Raping his head. You know what's great? The 3 cheese we got.
Yes, Randy and I spent the entire weekend here in Kenosha, Wisconsin doing press. This is our first ever HCL fight in Wisconsin, and the fans here were very excited. There were already 2 fights that had to be broken up in line, waiting to get in.
Yeah, there was a very plump couple making out. It looked like a couple of hogs fighting over a corn cob. That was fantastic. A lot of free cheese. That's good. I love people beating the fuck out of each other to end it all.
Yes, as Marshall dominating on the ground. Very surprising. Going to side control, throwing a couple knees and some punches. And he's going to try to... You can see he's moving him over to his corner to get some instructions from his cornerman.
There's 8 corners.
And there's already a cut developing over the eye of Victor Young. It's not good. And he's going for a Kimura right here. He might have it.
Catch it, red thing.
Doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like he has it. But again, Victor Young, very accomplished ground game. Ralph Marshall's gonna have to be careful. You see there's that hand on the ground, on the mat. That's a big no-no in jiu-jitsu. As he goes for an arm triangle, just slides over to side control. And he's got that air choke. That blood choke. But able to slide out.
You can't choke blood, it's a liquid.
Well, it cuts off the circulation of blood to the brain, which much like alcohol does, Randy.
Hey, you know what? I don't need this in the commentary booth. You're making fun of me all weekend because we had to share a hotel room. So what if I fuck a 430-pound prostitute? None of your business. Go walk around the hotel and go to the vending machine or something.
You decided to do it when I was trying to call my kids, so I felt that could have been at a better time.
That's all right. You're anyways. How's the wife doing? Oh yeah, that's right.
Still dead. Still dead, Randy.
He's dead.
Well, as we see, there's some highlights from the first round, and again, I'd like to remind our viewers at home that if any of the fights go to decision, our judges tonight are Albert Pendlebury, Victoria Schwiesenhugger, and Leonard Part 6 Montgomery. Fontaine Kobayashi is going to get us started off for the second round.
Was that a different one of the hookers? I'm sorry, ring girls?
Yes, that would be another member of the Wacky Fuck Hole. I believe her name was, what was it?
Bicycle Horn.
Bicycle Horn, yes. Again, mixing comedy and sex.
Beautiful. These guys are mixing, rubbing up on each other with kind of punching every now and then.
And going for that Kimura again, Victor Young. The more he tries for that, the more he's going to wear out his own arm. And
yeah, there are 3 bones in your arm. Did you know that?
I'm pretty sure there are more.
And there are 76 in your hand.
That sounds about right. And again, going for the Kimura again. Victor Young, got to watch out. He might tire himself out here going for that submission. And again, the sweatier these guys get, the more homoerotic it sounds, and also the tougher it is to land a submission that you need to get those grips on. And Marshall with a huge hammer fist from the half guard position.
Like, fuck you.
This ground game, this ground and pound was what helped him get a decision win against Christian Sundance, and he's in the mount.
Who needs the Olympics when you got this shit? You don't see somebody stab somebody with a javelin. Faggot. Brits. Yeah, it's all here is the human cockfighting league.
And
don't need no limeys telling you what to watch.
And Randy, the blood just pouring from above the eye of Victor Young. It just opened up right away after that middle of the round. And there's a big shot.
Take that fucker.
By Marshall. Young recovers and able to turn it over. The crowd is going crazy for Victor Young. They just love seeing a guy get beaten within an inch of his life and then come back to beat someone else within an inch of theirs. It is truly the American way, beating someone to death. As Marshall has Victor Young's back. He might try to lock in a choke or just, nope. Young able to roll through back into his guard.
I like Young. We both have the forgetting stuff in common, and I don't like guys that beat off the little kids playing t-ball.
Well, Ralph Marshall only fought umpires when he was in Little League.
And he fucked kids, probably.
Yes, his kids, members of the South Tucson Little League in South Tucson, Arizona. And again, moving to side control, dominating this fight on the ground. And that is the end of the second round. And Ralph Marshall is really just taking control of this fight. He has to be up 2 rounds to 0.
That cheese is starting to hit me.
Yes, Wisconsin. We of course are live from the Wisconsin Bureau of Dairy Affairs, the conference center. Amazing. Just yesterday there was a huge meeting of world cheese magnates, and just so much cheese. I guess they left a lot over because Randy helped himself to it this morning.
So good though.
How did you get a cup of melted cheese? Like, you're drinking it like a Slurpee. That's disgusting.
So good.
Oh God. Oh God, can someone, dude, just at least dip some nachos in it.
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen, of course, we'll let you know, you can follow both of us, Randy and myself, on Twitter. Randy HCL, Leighton HCL, go follow us. And of course, hcl.wikia.com, the official website of the Human Cockfighting League. Round 3, Victor Young and Ralph Marshall.
Hey, who gives a shit? We saw tits a minute ago. And that stripper's name was the famous TV whore.
The famous TV whore. Well, she's doing a great job here. And Victor Young really, he must realize that he's behind in the fight. Taking it to Marshall. He gets him out. One strike in, but Marshall able to recover. And there's a huge shot from Young. He's looking to try to finish this.
Looks like he's wearing lipstick. Queer.
Definitely a huge cut. A lot of blood there. And you got to imagine in the third round, after Ralph Marshall dominating that fight on the ground, he's got to be tired. Both men looking fatigued, but Young trying to make a huge comeback.
You know what I learned? You can actually wear fatigue. I did not know that.
It is a type of, there are Army fatigues. Is that what you're talking about?
Army what now?
Victor Young going into half guard, moving to side control. Back into half guard. He's trying to posture up. Ralph Marshall holding on to the back of the head of Young, and they're going to stand this up with 2 minutes to go in the third round. A huge uppercut by Marshall, going right into the clinch, has 2 underhooks. Victor Young looking like he's trying to, he tried to go for a bit of a throw, but just unable to turn his hips over. But still going ahead and dominating on the ground. It may not be enough. He's going to have to finish this fight. He has to imagine that he's down the first 2 rounds. As Marshall getting up to his feet, and he's going to try to... And there's that takedown once again from Young. Definitely scoring, but it might not be enough if it goes to decision with just a minute to go in the fight. Might be too little too late.
Who knows? This has been a pretty close one as far as rolling around and hitting each other goes. A lot of blood.
Yes, again, the ground game from Victor Young only does so much. And Marshall, huge uppercut. A second one. Victor Young is down. He's down, he's rocked. He's throwing a couple shots. He's just turtling. And Fontaine Kobayashi has stopped this fight. This fight is over, and Ralph Marshall after dominating 2 rounds, has come back in the 3rd to take this one by TKO. And there you see, unable to protect himself, just covering up. That is not actively defending yourself. And Kobayashi comes in to stop that fight. Well, Ralph Marshall is your winner. We go to Drunk Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 52 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring the winner by TKO, Don't Play!
Ralph Marshall, your winner, with just 8 seconds to go in the fight.
Fantastic.
Very impressive.
And he may shove baseball bats up kids' rectums, but I respect him a lot more now.